Well, I'll tell you what, that was very interesting to see though. What's coming over and all that. Well, you can see it right now. Well, don't know what that is, but I'll tell you what, I managed to get to see 2 helicopters in especially, plus Ryanair as well anyway, as you can tell. So the first one I've just saw here was the Westland Gazelle helicopter I've just seen. That was the first one I've just seen apparently. As you can tell, I think the first one I've just saw, which that was the Westland Gazelle helicopter I've just seen apparently. If I go to the registration, but the registration was YU-HWF, that was. So yeah, just you can see here that was the first one I've just managed to see, which that was the Westland Gazelle helicopter that was. This is the one that's operated by the Martin Wood helicopter apparently. So as you can see, that was the Westland Gazelle helicopter I've just seen apparently. And that registration here is YU-HWF, that is. That's the first one I've just saw coming in apparently. That was the Westland Gazelle I've just seen. That was the first helicopter I've just seen apparently, which, just you can see here though, that took off at Culm Airport Newquay today apparently. That just literally took off from Culm Airport Newquay today apparently. Just after 3 o'clock. So anyway, as you can see, sorry about that. So as you can see, it's just been out on the north coast to start with, just over towards Pasto. It's been on the north coast to start with, and then as you can see, it just worked around all the way to North Cornwall, and then reached over just by. Then it literally just turned over just opposite. Can't tell where he is, but you know, it kind of like turned over, just probably over towards nearer to Grivion by the looks of it. It's just literally just turned over just by Grivion by the looks of it, and then he literally came here now doing some training I think, which hopefully should be on his way back to True Airfield very soon hopefully. A bit surprised though, because they literally did a hover as well above my house today, you know. Cully did a bit of hover today as well, which I've never seen before though. Never seen a Gazelle helicopter did a hover around my place before. And the second helicopter I've just seen, which that was the Sikorsky S-92-A helibus, that's the second helicopter I've just seen. This is one of the search and rescue helicopter apparently, as I've just seen that from a distance. Just saw a Sikorsky S-92-A helibus as well. Obviously that came just after when the Gazelle helicopter did some hovering apparently. So yeah, that casually just came to what Gazelle helicopter did apparently. And that registration here is G-MCGY. But obviously that's got a better tracking route than the Gazelle has, but you know, obviously Gazelle helicopter is the worst tracking anyway. As you can see, the call sign for that one is HMCG94. So and as you can see, that's also, well, for that Coast Guard helicopter, that's just been on the west coast doing some training. That's been training on the west coast. The case you saw from the distance, as he was about 600 feet. He was literally came here about 600 feet low apparently. So yeah. Looks like he's now heading off to Newquay Airport anyway. And that plane here, what we just saw, that was a Ryanair Boeing 737-800, that was. Which that one that just took off from Newquay Airport as well anyway. Let's go to the Coast Guard a minute. So the Coast Guard helicopter, that took off at 2:45. Well, that literally just took off at its base to Newquay Airport at 2:45. So yeah, that took off at Newquay Airport 3:15 apparently. That was the time it took off, apparently. It was around 3:15. It's based at Newquay Airport, but whether it's a Gazelle helicopter, that's based at Truro Airfield, which occasionally that's the private helicopter I've just seen. You know, just don't know what the Gazelle helicopter's doing right now anyway. Oh, there he is. There's a Gazelle right there. There he is. There he is. As you can see, there's a Gazelle right there. I just literally saw it on 80 speed just then. Just go to reset, mate. There we go. So Gazelle helicopter is now at 100,000 feet now. Apparently, it's now at 100,000 feet now. Apparently, now it's climbing. As you can see, now he's climbing up very high, though. I have to say, literally, because he was climbing up very high, just to about there. He was, as we saw, it came hovering above my house. Apparently, it came hovering here above my house. He did, which I've never seen before, though. So as you can see, you know, let's go back to the Ryanair. So the Ryanair, just you can see the Ryanair that flew here about 100,000 feet from here, and that call sign here is RYR 812U. That's the call sign registration. Just you can tell. Anyway, that's just took off from Newquay Airport apparently, which as you can see the registration is EI-DHR, that is. So as you can see, that's just took off at Newquay Airport apparently, which, you know, just took off at Newquay Airport just after 4 o'clock. So yeah, let's have a look where it's going from a minute. Let's go to the Ryanair. So as you can see, it's currently not available to not available at the moment, but I don't know where it's heading off to. I suppose Flyway 24 should have it. Come on, Wi-Fi. There we go. There we go. Flyway 24's got it though. As you can see, that's going from Newquay Airport to Alicante. And as you can see, that's the flight number there, which is FR2953, that is. As you can see, that's now heading off back to Alicante Airport, apparently, back to Alicante. Obviously, because the flight times have now changed to Newquay Airport, apparently, because due to the flight times have now changed at Newquay Airport, apparently, now. Just you can tell the flight times have now changed to Newquay Airport now, apparently. So yeah, bit strange though. Managed to caught 2 helicopters actually. You know, very weird. Managed to see Westland Gazelle helicopter, which is the one that's operated by Martin Wood. As you can see, that's a private owner on it. There we go. There you go. Now as you can see, that's coming very high actually. So as you can see, this is the one that's operated by Martin Wood helicopter, which this is the helicopter we sometimes see apparently. And then the Coast Guard Search and Rescue, which just saw for the second one. And this one's operated by Bristol Helicopters apparently. So yeah, that's very interesting though. Managed to see 2 helicopters today apparently, especially the Coast Guard and the Gazelle helicopter today, which I've never seen those 2 fly a similar way before though. God, but the Coast Guard was literally flying a distance, but where was Gazelle, that was hovering above my house. It's very weird though, to be honest, you know. So yeah. And I've also did manage to see the Ryanair as well. We've only caught about 3 aircraft so far. It's very strange, we know, very surprising though. We'd have caught all 3 at the same time though, to be fair. It would have been so weird. We would have caught all 3 aircraft at the same time though, which is so weird. But anyway. Okay, so yep. That was the Ryanair we just saw. And the Coast Guard and the Westland Gazelle. Well, obviously the Westland Gazelle now should be heading back to Truro Airfield very soon. There we go. This is where it tracks it back to apparently. Back to his base at Truro Airfield. That's where it tracks it back to apparently. And the Coast Guard is now, as you can see, now it's back at Newquay Airport already. But just where as if this one might be going back into Newquay Airport for a fuel stop and then probably back to Truro Airfield very soon, hopefully. Whereas the Ryanair, that's now heading off back to Alicante. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.